Hi everyone, let's talk about color mixing on faders. I'm talking about separate faders. When you need it, in some cases when you're asked, oh, can you actually mix red, green and blue channels individually on separate faders? So while this is quite common to be asked on a small installation, small shows, you will not probably see it on a bigger scale shows. However, at least after these tutorials, you will know how to do it. So I'm going to go slightly extra mile here, and I'm going to show you not just how to work with the RGB or RGBW fixture. I'll also show some how to do it with the CMY fixture. I know it's rarely asked. However, if you come across with this, I hope it will be useful for you. So right, in my case I'm using just standard Chauvet demo show file, and I have for the RGBW I'm going to be using Rogue R2 washes, and for the CMY controls I'm going to be using Maverick MK2 spots. So the way the RGB fixtures normally work is you will have to have a separate dimmer channel. This controls just dimming intensity, and red, green, blue, or red, green, blue RGBW fixtures, they will have their individual channels, color channels on individual faders, like in my case here. And I have separate white channel as well. So when you're going to be using the CMY fixture, it's going to work slightly differently, but we're going to come to this. Okay, let's do step by step. And this section, I'm going to call it, if you didn't know, now you know. So in my case, let's choose RGBW wash. And this is how you're going to work. So you will select your fixture and you will press at full. Okay. So when you press at full, okay, let's say this is how you're going to normally see it. So you'll select your light, you'll press at full, because all we need is just intensity channel in the programmer. And we're going to double check it by pressing programmer window, and we're going to make sure that we have only dimmer channel in the programmer. Right, we press record and we click on empty fader. Now what you do is you switch on red channel, so you can press color and touch the red channel and make it 100%. Okay, but then what you need to make sure is you kill off the dimmer channel. So you can select the whole column and press remove. You're not going to see anything here, but hey, we have a programmer window and it shows us everything we need. So we've got red channel and we press record here. So this is going to be red. Now I'll press green channel. I can type 255 just to make it easier for me. I can do this faster and remove the red channel. I can press red. The green to be recorded here. Now I remove the green channel and I select blue channel and I again type 255. I press record, blue, and I will again remove that, and I have white channel and I press 255, enter. Now I can record white channel here. Okay, so now let's press clear. If you want to make it, just to make it easier for you, you can call it dim. R G B and white. Okay, and to make it work, basically what you need to do is, first of all, you'll need to select your fixture, press color, and switch off all the colors. Sorry, I'm talking about the different fixture. Press color and make sure that you put all the colors at 0. And press clear. Now, the next thing you need to do is following. So you have red, green, blue, and white. What you need to do is you triple click on them. And let's go one by one. So first of all, we need to make sure that the faders here do control LTP values rather than HTP values. What it means is you have to click on fader control HTP to be no, and fader to be LTP control yes. Select next one. Do the same thing. No, yes. select next one, no, yes, and select next one, no, yes. After that, we go to the advanced window and we change all channels control LTP to yes. Next one, enter. By pressing enter, you actually make it yes, no, much faster change. Okay, I've done it. Now we can test it. So I can raise my dimming intensity, and don't forget that dimming on the RGB fixtures still requires the color chips to work separately. So therefore, I raise the dimming intensity, which is fine, but then if you want to see colors, you have to raise the fader separately. You have red separately, you have green, and you can obviously mix them. So red plus green equals yellow. Or if I remove green, I can add blue and I can get magenta after that. So again, this is how easy it is to control the RGB color or RGBW color mixing using the faders and LTP control. Right, so this was quite simple with the RGB because this is, I think it's called like addictive method where you're adding the colors in. So then we have the different mode, we have the CMY. So with the CMY, it's slightly different. So in order for CMY to work, you have to make sure that each playback also have a dimming intensity recorded with the color, because the CMY again works differently to RGB. If you don't know the difference, please watch. There's a tons of tutorials on the YouTube explains the difference, that adding up red, green, blue, you actually get white. When on the CMY, when you add CMY, you actually get black. So that's why it's slightly different way of controlling colors. So in order for this to work on CMY, this is what you need to do. You select your fixture, you add full, so you have intensity, all right? Then you go to color and make sure you switched on cyan at full. And when you have cyan and dimming together in the programmer, we'll double check that they are together here. We'll press record here. Right. Next step is going to be remove the cyan and add magenta. So type 255, you've got magenta. Again, ignore the colors because currently it's mixing the colors together. We press here. Now I remove that by pressing remove. And I select here, I press 255, enter. Okay, as you can see in the not in the program, in output, it's actually added them up together, and I press record here. So now press clear. So if you start using, you'll not see anything happening. However, so let me just press locate. So if you start using, you can see it jumps from color to color. So what we need to do is, again, like with these playbacks, we need to go inside, triple click, change this one to be LTP control, LTP control, LTP control. So it's the first one that needs to be changed. Okay, so after that, we can test it again. So now when you raise the fader, you have cyan, and now you can start adding this, but again you're going to see its flickers. Why? Because you have LTP, you have to change here in a fader control from HTP to LTP. Come here, do the same things. LTP, HTP no. Here, HTP no, LTP yes. Now, last thing, we select, press locate, press clear, and now let's start. So you have intensity on and cyan. Now you can raise magenta, and you can see it swaps, it changes, it mixes the color together, and you have yellow. Okay, so I hope that was useful. Again, because it's different ways of the color mixes together. That's why you have to make sure that with the CMY fixtures, you need to make sure that each color also has a dimming control recorded together. And with the RGB or RGBW controls, you need to make sure dimmer is separately to your colors. I hope that was useful. So now, if you didn't know how to do it, now you know. So thank you very much for joining us today. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.